All right, good morning, Steve Watts.
Good morning, Matthew.
Matthew Engel, Watts Engel & Associates. And here we go. Steve, I get this question all the time right now. How do you price your home right in a shifting market?
It's such a great question because we are in a shifting market because of inflation, interest rates rise. We've been on about an 8-9 year run increase in values. And
increase.
Everything goes up, everything goes down. Stock market's had its corrections here in 2023, and the real estate market's feeling some softening. I've said this before, and there isn't any Kelley Blue Book in the residential real estate business. There's just not a book to go and say, I have 2,500 square feet, and I'm on Via Solano, I'm in Lanada Bay, I'm in Rolling Hills, my square footage is whatever, how much is it worth? That is not how we determine value. There's many criteria that we take into account. Ceiling heights, floor plan, is it compartmentalized, not compartmentalized, the condition of the home, how many bedroom counts, does it have a view? That's the interesting thing that Zillow and Redfin, and they try to create value. View is never taken into account in square footage. You could have a 2,000 square foot home with an incredible 180 degree view and another 2,000 square foot home on the opposite side of the street with no view. And Redfin doesn't know it. They have no clue. So they'll just take square footage, do their mathematical formula, and come up with a price. So one of the things that we do, and I want you to take a look at this graph when you talk about shifting market, Matthew, just take a look at this graph. This is January and February of 2023. Just take a look at those red arrows that come all the way down. Those are the closed sales on the Palos Verdes Peninsula. And if I'm not mistaken, there's about 49 of them, I think, here so far, January and February. Look at how many red arrows. Tell you what that means.
A lot of red arrows.
A lot of red arrows. Almost every property. That means the property did not sell at its list price. It's either had a price reduction or it's come off its list price. And we're seeing 80% of those homes have not sold for their list price. So it tells me we're in a shifting market.
Are these sellers who are just greedy, to try to get more money than the market actually allows?
No.
Is it agents not pricing it correctly?
Yeah. I'm not a fan of greedy. I mean, we all want the most amount of money, and justifiably.
Absolutely.
So, they're not
largest
greedy.
Asset.
Yeah, it's one of our largest assets in life. So I don't think they're greedy, but I also think, well, if my neighbor got $2 million, I'm going to price it at 2.1 or 2.2.
Right.
We are in a changing market. You can't just take square footage. It takes the analysis of a very qualified real estate agent to come in and do an assessment on value. Because here's what happens as you see those red arrows. We're in a correcting market. Believe it or not, interest rates have risen and inflation's here. We are in a shifting market. It's not as hot as it was. 2 years ago, there was not one red arrow on our pricing. It was all green, meaning if you price it at 2, it sold for $2,050,000. If you price it at $1.8 million, it sold for $1.9 million. That was a green arrow. There's one green arrow on that sheet, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And that tells me, be prepared. Don't get caught in a correcting market. Back when the market made a significant correction in 86 to 90, we saw the market fall 40% on the Palos Verdes Peninsula. A $2 million home at the end of its time, 2-3 years on the market, sold for $1.4 million. And most of those, we chased back to the bank. Do I think we're there? No. Do I know we're in a soft correcting market and you said a shifting market? Yes. Be careful.
So the danger and the risk to a seller if you start too high and you start chasing down is you're going to fall further than if you would have priced it right from the beginning and caught the market where it was.
You can keep reducing and be behind the market all the time, and that's happened. So be careful, be cautious. We'd love to give you an analysis on what value is of your home. If you ever have any questions, feel free to reach out and call us.